Hello, Fat Grandma here. Today's video is primarily going to be about some research that I did for packing boxes and materials pricing. I spent at least, 2 hours today, maybe longer, searching for the best prices for some of the boxes that people use. I'm going to check my sound real quick before I keep going. Okay, now I'm probably going to be too loud, but sorry. Just adjust your volume. My microphone was off to the left and I realized, so excuse the beginning of the video. Anyway, I'm such a miser, and just starting out with this, I want to make sure I have shipping supplies on hand. You know, when I have sales, I don't want to have to order something and wait for a day or two, because Amazon hardly ever does next day shipping anymore. Even though they say you're going to get it the next day, sometimes it doesn't show up till 2 days later, and then my shipping is late, you know, so I don't want to have that happen. I want to make sure that I have supplies on hand for the usual sizes that I might need, and because I've got boxes that are weird sizes now. Like I said in another video, I've been saving boxes for potential moving, or if it was a good box, and I thought, you know, because my granddaughter now lives in Nebraska with my daughter and my son-in-law, and if I want to send her something, anyway, so I've been saving some boxes. So I have some on hand, and it's been, you know, it's proven to be very good for me since I've had some sales. I haven't had to buy any, but I know that I'm going to need some, and I don't want to not have them on hand. So I'm going to spend some money and, you know, just make sure that I have some stuff on hand. And the other issue that I was going to talk about is FedEx again damaged something. So this is 2 times now that I have used them for something breakable, and they've broken it. And it's the ferry clock that I talked about 2 videos ago. It was April 11th. That video, I talked about how I packed that ferry clock, and you know, they must just beat the crap out of the boxes. I can't even fathom how her wings managed to get broken. I'm gonna post images up here in the corner, whatever, anyway, of the things that I'm talking about as I go along in the video. But yeah, you can see what she looked like before I sent her, and then when the woman got the ferries, she took a photo for me of the ferry clock after she had unwrapped her and stuff. Now I can't say with 100% certainty that it was broken when FedEx dropped it off at her house, because the wings are just, there's one little piece, it's like a puzzle on the ferry's back. There's an opening in her back that's kind of rectangle shaped, and the wings fit right down in there, and they were glued in place when the clock was made. But when she was unpacking it, there's a chance, however slim it might be, that in unwrapping all of the bubble wrap and the thing that I built around her wings, she snapped them, you know, and maybe she didn't even realize that she was the one that broke them. But I tend to believe it was FedEx, because they broke those mugs to, you know, my very first sale, and they managed to break 2 of them, and I had those things packed like crazy. So I may be skipping FedEx from now on. I don't know how many more chances I want to give them to break my crap, you know. It's very irritating. And I had to give this woman, I told her she could send it back to me. It was going to cost me more to have her ship the ferry back than it was to just give her $25 and have her keep it. And you know, so that's what we ended up doing. And the wings will be very easy to fix if she gets the right stuff. She said she's not very mechanically inclined, so I don't know how crafty she is. I know for myself, it would be very, she gave me photos. I'll post them up here. She sent me photos of the wings separate from the ferry and a picture of the ferry's back, and I can see exactly where it fits in there, and all you'd need is some, I can't remember what that stuff is, but it's like some epoxy kind of glue. It's super strong, and you know, once you glue something with it, it's not coming apart. And the ferry is not porcelain. She's kind of some kind of a ceramic, but and this epoxy glued stuff, M6000 or something, I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, I told her which product to buy to fix the ferry, because all she has to do is put a very little layer of that epoxy glue stuff on it, push the wings down into the fit, you know, they'll fit right into that rectangle shape, and then just hold them for a little bit and then let it set, and it will never come, the wings will never come off again, you know. They'd probably break in a different spot if she uses that epoxy that I told her to get. So I don't know if I'll hear from her again, but she gave me very nice feedback. You know, it's just one of those things, but FedEx was less expensive than UPS would have been, but I don't know, and I've heard other people on their videos talk about FedEx breaking their stuff. So, you know, maybe they just only used FedEx and that's why they made the video talking about FedEx breaking their stuff, or they've tried both and it's just been FedEx that has broken their crap, you know. So I don't even know if I'm going to waste my time filing another claim. It was $25, and yes, I could use the money. It's just such a pain in the butt, and they make you jump through all kinds of hoops, and so I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to share with you what I found out about the items for your shipping and packing and all of that good stuff. I've got to find the folder where I put everything, and then I can go through and tell you guys what I found out. I will post images, you know, showing you the differences, but the standard size boxes that a lot of the resellers have on their Amazon, you know, like they have links to their Amazon suggested purchase list or whatever. I don't know if that benefits them in any way. If it does, I'm sorry, because I found much better prices on a lot of things. You know, if you have one of these places anywhere near you, it would be worth it to go pick up your supplies. And it's Grainger, Grainger. They have all kinds of office supplies, shipping supplies, all kinds of industrial supplies, and some of the quantities are higher than what you would have to buy if you bought on Amazon, but they're not so out of line that it's unreasonable. I don't know if that makes any sense, you know. Anyway, so, you know, I'm gonna share the locations that Grainger has. I think they've got locations in just about every state. So I'll put the list up here on the screen so you guys can see the states that they're in. And but they had better prices on a lot of stuff. And Home Depot, surprisingly, on some boxes too. So I'm going to go through all of that. One of the box sizes that they suggest you kind of keep on hand are 8 by 8 by 8. It's just a cube size box, you know, cube box, but 8 by 8 by 8. And I'm going to be looking off screen because I'm looking at my other monitor, but Amazon sells 25 of them. I believe it's a pack of 25 for $24.58. I think that's the price on here. I've got to make this stuff bigger on my screen so I can see. My eyeballs are tired. I have been going back and forth from one monitor to the other while I was researching prices. I made sure that the box thicknesses were comparable. I made sure that the weight that you can put in the box was comparable. The thickness of the paper or whatever I'm going to share with you guys, everything's comparable, you know. So anyway, it's $24.58 for 25 of these boxes through Amazon, and through Grainger the total would be $12.25 for the same amount of boxes, same size, 25 boxes. So it's half the price. So I'm going to be picking up some boxes next Tuesday, I believe. I'm putting an order in with Grainger. Not all of the boxes and the deals that I found were with Grainger, but a lot of them were. So if you have one anywhere near you, or something similar to Grainger, you might want to check their prices for their supplies, because Amazon is not, I guess what's happening is the boxes that are being sold on Amazon, someone's probably going and buying them from a place like Grainger, which I could do, and then turning around, doubling the price and selling them on Amazon, you know. And good for them if they're going to do that. That's great. I don't think I want to get into selling boxes on Amazon, so, you know, because then they're shipping and boxes are heavy, so I don't want to deal with that. I'm just sharing with you guys. So if you have a Grainger near you, or maybe you can find another place that's comparable to that, you can check the prices, because Amazon's twice as expensive. And for me, it's worth it to make a trip every couple months, or however often I end up needing stuff. We've got 3 Graingers here in town, so it's not like I can't just, you know, put in an order and then go pick my stuff up. I'll just place orders when I'm getting low on something, you know, once I start going. Still haven't had a bunch of sales, but they're trickling in a little bit at a time, which is good, you know. I need to get some more stuff listed, but I've had a couple of days that have been weird, and we had to get a cat neutered, and I had to be the one to get up at the crack of butt in the morning to take him, and then I came home and I was going to try to sleep, but I couldn't because I had to go pick him up in the afternoon. My mom's truck is having a water pump issue, so I'm getting to run all the errands for her. It's her cat, so whatever. Anyway, I've had no sleep. Took a nap this afternoon, so that's why you guys are getting this video now. So anyway, those boxes, the 8x8x8s, Amazon is twice as expensive as Grainger, basically. Pretty much the same thing with the 10x10x10 boxes. They are $31.50 for 25 of them through Amazon, and through Grainger it's $14.50. So it's less than half. For the same boxes, it's the same size, it's the same weight, it's the same everything. Box is a little bit lighter, it doesn't have any markings on the outside. It's the same, you know, for all intents and purposes. It's the same thing, and it's twice as much on Amazon for those boxes. The next one, there's 3 options for these, and one of them is Home Depot. So this is the boxes that are 15 by 10 by 12 or 15 by 12 by 10, whichever way you want to do it. They're 80 cents each with Home Depot, and for Amazon they're at least $1.63 each, so that's double. Some of the prices were $1.71 each, $1.68 each. $1.63 was the cheapest one. So 80 cents at Home Depot, but it has Home Depot on the outside of the box. So that's the only downside. If you don't want to ship things to your customers in a Home Depot box, then there's also the option of Grainger has the same size box for $1.24 each. So they're still cheaper than Amazon, where the cheapest one is $1.63. But if you're really looking for a bargain, like I am, I'm getting mine at Home Depot, where they're only 80 cents a piece. I don't care. If my buyers get upset because they got a Home Depot box, tough tacos. I don't care. You know, it's going to cost me less for supplies, which means I'm not going to have to bump up my shipping costs by too much to cover the supplies. So, you know, if someone says something about getting it in a Home Depot box, then, you know, that's fine. I don't care. I really don't. You know, if I get to the point where I'm making enough money that I want to have nicer boxes or whatever, then I'll switch and get them from Grainger and pay, you know, what, 24 cents, no, 44 cents more per box, you know. But yeah, 80 cents as opposed to $1.63 on Amazon. I'm getting the boxes at Home Depot, the 10 by, or the 15 by 10 by 12. The next thing that I looked up is the corrugated cardboard, because I have a lot of breakables, and you know, and I've had 2 horror stories now with FedEx. So I want to make sure I have supplies. I've got dishes and stuff that I've picked up, and some stuff here already that I'm going to be putting up for sale or putting on my eBay shop, and I want to make sure I have stuff to make sure that they're packed well. And so they've got corrugated cardboard, a roll, on Amazon for $30.95, and it's 250 feet, 12 inches wide. Grainger has 12-inch wide, 250-foot roll for $36.42. So Amazon is actually the better price on the corrugated cardboard roll, because theirs is, it's on sale too, so that's, you know, it's normally $46.95, but it's $30.95 right now for the corrugated cardboard that's 12 inches by 250 feet. So Amazon did beat Grainger on that particular thing, but if Amazon's isn't on sale, it's more expensive than Grainger's. So if I go to buy that at some point in the future and it's not on sale, I'll get it from Grainger instead. And moving on, there's only a couple more things that I wanted to show you guys. Packing foam. The sheets of packing foam that you can use between dishes and stuff, so that they don't crack into each other during shipping. Grainger has a box of 12-inch wide, 350 feet of packing foam, and it's a box that dispenses it, and it's perforated. So they're perforated at 12-inch mark. 350 feet of it is 25, I can't see this, $25.96 for 350 feet through Grainger. Amazon has 100 feet, what's essentially 100 feet, for $16.99. So it's $10 more for three times as much, more than 3 times as much. If you go through Grainger and get the kind that's perforated. If you get the sheets from Amazon, it's $16.99 for 100 of them, and you know, so that's a huge savings. That's a big savings, and like I said, it comes in a dispenser box. I think it's going to be easier to handle than the sheets would be from Amazon, but I mean, I could be wrong, but I think having a box that you can move around if you need to is much easier than having a giant stack of sheets of foam. So that's the foam. The last item that I looked up was the newsprint packing paper, you know, that you can put in and scrunch it around stuff, and I found that on Amazon for $28.49. It's 200 sheets, and they're 33 by 21. So they're kind of a weird size, but that's fine. It's $28.49 for 200 sheets. Found packing paper at Home Depot, you know, of all places, and it's 24 by 24. So the size isn't that much different, and it's also 200 sheets. But it was $28.49 at Amazon, and Home Depot is $18.98. So for the same amount of sheets, you know, I'm buying it from Home Depot. That's, you know, it's kind of a no-brainer. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to share with you guys, you know, I'm sure other people are shopping around too, but I, you know, had some research that I did, and I just thought that I would share that with everybody, because I can't be the only one that's looking to cut corners and save money. The other thing that I got, and I don't know if I have the price for it right now, but I don't know about everybody else, but just starting out doing this, I don't have the money to go and spend on 12 totes or whatever to organize my stuff. So I've been getting, I got boxes at Home Depot. They're moving boxes with the handles on the, you know, where it's just broken out on the sides. So cheap. I mean, it was, I think it was like $1.08 or something for each box, and I'll replace them at some point when I have the money to do it, and I can just get clear totes that I can stack or whatever, or some kind of shelving system in place. But for now, you know, if I need to, it's just a small moving boxes, and they were so inexpensive that it just made a lot more sense to do that than to throw a bunch of money at totes right now when I'm just starting. So anyway, I guess that's it for this video. We're almost at half an hour, so I hope everybody had a really good Easter and you guys enjoyed the family and the food and the egg hunts and all that stuff. And I will talk to you soon. Have a great weekend. It's almost Friday.